Welcome back to the shop, everyone. This week's video takes place in 2026, week 22, May 25th through the 31st, and we are going to continue on with some exhaust work. So, if I recall correctly, I'm going to mate up the exhaust from the new collectors to the exhaust pipes because we need to do that. I can't just have a big open hole. So yeah, just gonna take some metal. You've seen me do this a ton if you've been around the channel for a while. I'm not really the type that's gonna take a lot of like very detailed measurements and stuff like that. Could I probably measure it and do it in CAD and get lengths and angles and stuff like that? Sure, but I like a challenge. I just like kind of going with the flow. Cut a piece of pipe, be like, okay, I need to go about here, and just kind of make it work. So that's what we're going to do for a little bit. A lot of this video is just reassembly. It's stuff that I've already done in the past, so I might not talk a lot. I'm also feeling kind of lazy right now. Yeah, so whenever I'm sitting at my fab table here welding, I've got the shop lights right behind me. So when I'm welding, I actually get a ton of light coming in from the back, which isn't great for welding because you kind of want it dark so you can see what you're doing. So I'm kind of trying to make this makeshift like hood out of paper towels. It ends up being crap and I just take it off because it actually ended up sucking more than it helped. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes you try things and it doesn't work out, so you just kind of scrap the idea. Well, I like the idea. I might make something out of fabric and out of like a, what's it called? You can get blackout curtains. So if I can get some blackout curtain material, I might make something proper, but this idea sucked. So I reasonably quickly took it all off. So yeah, that's fitting up pretty good. So now that we got that all tacked, it's time to just weld this out. So what I need to do is I also need to put an O2 bung in here because I do need O2 sensors. So what I'm going to do is I kind of figured out where I need it in the pipe. The header kit that I bought came with O2 bungs. So I'm just going to go ahead and I marked out where I want the O2 sensor, and I'm going to mark out the bung. I'm going to take the bung itself over to my bench sander and sand it so it's got a bit of a round curve to it, so it's I don't have a massive gap. And then, yeah, we're going to weld that and smoke check the whole thing and make sure there's no leaks, because if there is leaks in this part of the pipe, it's going to have the O2 sensors all over the place, or O2 readings all over the place, which we don't want. So we'll make sure there's no pinholes. Fortunately, you know, most of the exhaust is just one big long straight piece, so I can just kind of roll it as I'm welding the butt joint there. But if that pipe had a bunch of bends in it, it would make this more challenging. Not impossible, just more challenging, especially for someone who's a kind of crappy welder like me. Yeah, super happy with how that all turned out. Everything turned out pretty good as far as I'm concerned. So with that, we're just going to go and do the exact same thing on the passenger side. So I will say that the passenger side here is way tighter. There's, the starter hump. The engine sits a little bit closer to the passenger side frame rail. So yeah, everything is super close to the floorboard. I think there's maybe like an eighth or a quarter of an inch between the exhaust and the floorboard. It's not a lot of room. The floor did get a little toasty, but nobody seemed to mind, so I'm probably just going to end up leaving it as is. But yeah, we're just going to do pretty much the same thing. Cut, measure, pie cut, measure, weld, O2 bung, weld, put it all together. All right, so what I'm doing here is I got to replace the park brake shoe. So last year when I came back from BC Drag It, before I went up for Thunder in the Valley, I'd pulled this rear brake off, the rear caliper, drum, or rotor and hat, and the brake shoe was worn down on one side, and I had gouged the rotor hats quite significantly. Like the metal's maybe a 1/4 inch thick, and I feel like I wore halfway through it. And you know, if that rotor hat goes all the way through, that's just really bad. So yeah, I ordered up a new brake shoe, just the shoe. I didn't order a new hat because I already had one, and so I'm just replacing it. Yeah, you can kind of see there that the old one is just completely wore down. I mean, the process isn't hard. You just got to take off all the nuts and bolts from the old one, transfer the rotor over to the new hat, making sure that you don't like flip the direction of the vanes, because these are directional rotors. And then, yeah, you just tighten it all back down with a little bit of Loctite and reinstall. So it's nothing too crazy. But I did end up breaking 1 or 2 of my 8mm sockets because I'm an idiot, and I was using like a 1/4 inch, and these bolts were freaking tight. So, you know, me being an idiot, not only did I break the first one, I continued on and broke the second one, I think, if I recall correctly. I may have just broken the first one and then stepped up to a larger one. Or like a 3/8. I don't quite remember. Actually, that is what I did. Okay, good. I was smart. After I broke the first one, I stepped it up to the 3/8 and didn't have any more issues. Yeah, just gonna take it all apart, switch it all over, put it back on the car, and these are supposed to be self-adjusting, so I'm not going to adjust it out or anything like that. I'm just gonna let it self-adjust and go from there. So, figure while I got the wheels off, I might as well clean them because they are filthy. Yeah, I mean, they're just filthy because, end of last season, I didn't wash the car or anything. I just kind of came, put it in the shop, took everything apart, threw everything in storage. So it's time to clean it now. I probably should have cleaned it, before I put it into storage, but such is life. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. I think on one of these wheels, I'm missing a couple of wheel weights, so I will have to get those wheel weights or get it rebalanced at some point in time. But, I didn't really notice a massive vibration. There was a little bit of one up around 120, but, it only started at 120. And, after about 130, 140, it kind of went away, so that was all right. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, so now that it's clean, throw that back on, and then I'll eventually go over and clean the other side. All right, so what I'm doing under the car is on the lower control arms, I very specifically welded on some brackets so that the park brake cables would kind of rest on the outside, and I could zip tie the park brake cables in place. Well, the way I have the control arms right now, I'm like, this isn't quite working. I'm going to put the tire on, and I'm going to kind of look at it and be like, okay, so the park brake cable has to kind of go here, and I'm like, it's not really going to work. So I'm eventually going to end up like pull the lower control arms off, and they are offset, so they kind of only can go one way. But I'm like, we got to pull them off and figure out which way they go, because I know that when I marked them, they were marked in the correct area. So hopefully I welded everything in the right area. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bit of a problem. But that's why I'm taking the wheels back off, so I can figure out what the heck's going on with these lower control arms. Not only that, but all of the mounting holes for the adjustable lowers, all of the holes are kind of got like paint in them from when I painted. So I'm just going to take my reamer and just ream them all out a bit. See, after a bit of dicking around here, you can see that I've got the adjustable part right near the bracket on the diff. So that silver part is real close to the bracket that hangs down off the diff. And after a bunch of dicking around, I realized, Ben, you're an idiot. You had these so that the adjuster was near the little torque box. So after I realized I had them installed 180 degrees from where, I had them before, after that, it's like, okay, now this makes sense. I can get it into place. I've got a bit of a gap. I can get the zip ties on here. And I can, this will work for exactly what I need. So, yeah, as soon as I figured that out, everything goes back together real quick and easy. So yeah, right here you'll see that I just kind of slip the park brake onto the inside of that bracket, and then I can put a couple of zip ties around it. That was, exactly how I designed it. And that way, the tire sits so close to that control arm. I have maybe an 1/8 to 3/16 of an inch of gap between the rim and the lower control arm. So I just needed a way to hold that cable off of the tire, because at one point in time, one of them slid and got caught in the tire and chewed it up a bit. And so, yeah, I very specific or very intentionally did it that way. So now we're going to clean the front tires, and then we're going to put the tires back on and just kind of get this thing ready to really drop on the ground. this point in time, I really had to do some dicking around with the front end. As you can see, that front bar really isn't lining up on the passenger side. And now I remember, and you might remember, when I was putting the K-member in, I was trying to adjust the front end out to line up the K-member, and it just wasn't going. But now you can see the whole front end is really tight and really out of spec. So what I got to do is undo the engine plate and use a punch and just get this all lined up to where I can get the bolts in the front end. And then after that, I will re-drill holes in the engine plates and the frame tab. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy how much that thing's bending. Because obviously when I first built it, it was kind of straight. So why it's pulling in now, I don't really know. But it is what it is. We'll just, put that front bar on and get everything going. Now that the engine's not going anywhere, we're just kind of do a little bit of a general reassembly on the front end, get a few things in, get the rad in, just some of the rad hoses, just kind of start putting things back on the car. right, with some of that general reassembly done, it is time to drop this car onto the wheel dollies and get it spun around. Now, why do I want it spun around? Well, if I fire up the car, I want the exhaust pointing out of the shop. I don't want it reverberating all through the shop because it's also attached to my house. And, you know, I love my wife. I don't want to piss her off by running my car, which is already loud and, you know, making the entire house reverberate. So I will respectfully spin this around. Also, that way I can kind of roll it out of the back of the shop a little bit if I need to. But yeah, so we're just going to drop this down and spin it around. And then we are just back to putting as much stuff back on the car as we can. We are just in full general reassembly. So that right there is some fuel lines. I got that's probably attached to the fuel pressure regulator. So we're just going to keep on reassembling everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the car up on the wooden blocks that I built for this, and the reason why is I still need to do a pile of stuff under the car, and it's just easier to do that when it's jacked up pretty high. So let's just get this up on the blocks and, do what we need to do. If you've seen the channel for a few years, you've seen me putting these fuel lines in this car several times. This time I'm making it semi-permanent by using riv nuts right into the body of the car, the frame, everything, so that before it was just like into the floor pan, which is super thin sheet metal. This way hopefully it is quite a bit more permanent. I had planned on doing a new fuel line, front to rear or rear to front, going a little bit bigger to support different types of fuels, but I did not have time this year, so I still have all of the stuff to do it, but now I'm also considering building a bit of a bigger fuel cell, because what am I trying to say here? Bigger fuel cell, because I didn't get a ton of good fuel economy when I was doing the BC Draggets, but I also just found out I was down half a cylinder, so that's not going to help any. But a bigger fuel cell would help me go quite a bit further. Could I potentially just cut on this fuel cell and add to it? Yes, but now that it's had fuel in for 2 seasons, that could potentially be dangerous. Now, mind you, after last season, I did weld on this cell still, and I didn't blow up because I bought the proper meter to measure and do my best to make sure I was safe. I had it filled with water for a while, but part of the problem is the gas, I believe, can seep into the aluminum, and then if the fuel's in there long enough and you start welding on it, well, that's not a good thing if gas is kind of coming out of the aluminum pores as you're welding or grinding. So I might just end up building an entirely new one. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. Now that the fuel lines are wrapped up, we are going to get back to our just general reassembly. So I got to get the battery box back in. I got to get some of the wiring all hooked up here. That's all needed for fire up. I need fuel pump wiring, all that stuff. And the next thing that we're going to put up back on the car is our throttle cable. Now, the ends of this were quite frayed, and I saw a trick online, just use a zip tie and kind of wrap it, and it helps a bit, but it's certainly not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. So I got it as tight as I could, and then I used a little bit of electrical tape just to hold it tight, because I need to get it through the firewall, and then I need to get it through the mount on the pedal, and I don't want it to fray anymore. So we're going to do that, kind of get the cable in, and keep on cruising. So next up is plug wires. So these plug wires are way too long now that I've relocated the coils on top of the valve covers, but at this exact point in time, I don't have new ends for the spark plugs, so I'm just going to reuse these old wires, even though they're way too long, and it's going to make the engine bay look like crap. It doesn't matter. I got to redo all the wiring in there anyways, so who gives a damn? So need to set up my new ignition because I'm switching from the crank sensor inside the Holley dual sync to a crank sensor to an external crank sensor, 12-1 setup with the Innovator's West balancer. So I'm just trying to figure all of that out and get my firing order right and just do some of the programming in the ECU before I can even try and fire this thing up. So what I'm doing right now is I'm setting the cam sensor, and as I'm setting this cam sensor, I'm hearing a noise in the engine bay, and I can't quite figure out what it is. So once I get this cap back on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab my stethoscope out of my box, because I want to know what the hell this noise is. Is it a coil? Is it, the distributor? At first I was thinking distributor because I was beating on the distributor for my for installing the cam or the distributor gear. So I was like, oh, did I break the distributor? So I'm just kind of checking and trying to figure it out. Just putting the stethoscope on a bunch of different stuff until I can hear exactly where the noise is coming from, and then I find out it's coming from my IAC. So obviously the idle air control motor is moving for whatever reason, even though the car is not on, which is, I guess, whatever, it's fine. But I did already replace it, so not 100% sure what's going on, but we're just gonna leave it for the moment. It's okay, like it can move, it's designed to move. It's just kind of weird that it's moving when the car's not even running. So yeah, just kind of finish with some of the setup and some of the settings. So yeah, so I'm trying to get it just to fire off. But what's happening is I'm just getting no RPM signal, which is odd. In my mind, I've got everything set up correctly. But obviously there is something that's not quite right. So, I've got the 12-1 set up. I've got it set up to digital rising, I believe. Yeah, I had it set up digital rising. I watched some other YouTubers, and I said, okay, you set it up like this. And then I realized that those other people were using a 3-wire crank sensor, and I only have a 2-wire, so I only have a magnetic. So I needed to switch it from digital rising to magnetic and adjust the placement so that the sensor is right in the middle of the magnet instead of on the leading edge. So once I figured that all out, and then I could actually get it to crank. But it took me a while because I'm like, I've never done this before, so it's all new to me. So it does take quite a bit of time for me to figure some of these things out. But yeah, I eventually did get it, and it eventually did, crank and try and fire off. Yeah, so I'm just putting some fuel in this because I know it was pretty low. And then as soon as I get the fuel in, I left it for a few minutes and I come back and there's just a puddle of gas on the floor. So this puddle of gas is from the valve that I have there. it's just leaking right out of the valve itself. It's not that it's partially open or anything like that. The valve, like the handle itself, is leaking. So obviously there's a bad O-ring in there or something like that. I even tried like tightening it just to see if that was the case. But no, it's still leaking, so I gotta drain all of the gas I just put in there and, you know, waste a bunch. And then pull that stupid valve off. I guess all things considered, I was very fortunate that it was the valve here under the car, not the one that's right above the diff that leaked. Although that one stays open, so probably less chance. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, this is probably the better one to fail. But I'm just gonna pull it out and cap the cell. I don't need it. So that we got fuel, I'm going to crank the, give it a prime. And of course I did the same thing I did the very first fucking time that I put this car together, and that's left the return and the feed lines loose. And, you know, on the prime, I just pissed fuel everywhere. All over my new paint, which is not good, so I'm cleaning that off right away. But yeah, I'm just an idiot, and I didn't tighten those lines, so I just, you know, lost another liter or two of fuel. So as I'm troubleshooting and chasing down wires, I got a visitor in the shop. My mother-in-law decided to come in and check out the car. She has been absolutely one of the biggest fans of me building this car. I am so thankful that she's excited about my car and loves seeing it, and everything that goes along with it. She's even let me use her spare room to store all of my car parts when I have the car stripped apart. I'm just very, very lucky that she is as amazing as she is. So before I get anything to run, I kind of want an air intake. I want my blower going through the intercooler and the intercooler into the intake. So prior, if you remember, I had my intake came off of the throttle body and just went like straight at an angle, kind of down through the fender area into the intercooler. Well, I'm changing that up now. I want to put an actual plate to fill in the front end there. The reason being, when I go through like water and rain and stuff, everything just gets thrown up into the front of the engine bay. So that plate will help with that. And so what I'm going to do is I need to open that plate up a little bit so I can get it in there. And I'm actually going to drill a big massive hole in there and put my intake through it. So yeah, let's modify this plate a little bit. I will get to painting this eventually, but just haven't yet. So I think I need to order some tubing, so the finishing off the intake itself will have to wait, but there is no shortage of work to do on this car. So these are the sail panels, and they're held on by 6 little plastic studs, and a few of them have broke off when I was trying to take them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 3M panel bond. That's the same stuff that I glued the roof to the car with. I'm just going to mix it up. I'm going to set those studs back in place, and then I'm also going to add reinforcement to the rest of the studs. This shit's what it's a year older than me, so it's 41-year-old plastic. So I figure while I'm setting the ones that completely broke off, I should probably also just add a little bit of reinforcement to the base of the rest of them. so that they hopefully don't break off in the future. A little bit of preventative maintenance now. Hopefully this will last as long as I do. There is always wiring to do in the car, so we're going to jump over and do some wiring now. So with the O2 sensors now hooked up, I'm going to drain the fluid out of the tranny, and we're going to put some new fluid in here, as recommended by Tick Performance. I was just running like regular generic ATF before, but I want to drain this out for two reasons. After the first season, I want to see if there's any material in there, if I was grinding or losing anything. And there is some metal in there, like there is a little bit of silver. No big chunks though, so that could just be the tranny breaking in. I think you're supposed to like drive the tranny for 500k, break in the clutch, drain the fluid, and check it. I never did that, so it's got like 5,000k on that fluid. But that's fine. There was absolutely nothing of concern. The tranny shift's great. The fluid looked great. While it's draining out, I'm tightening a brake line there. So I wasn't concerned at all. So to me, the fluid looked all good, even though there was like some metallics in there. The same thing happened when I did my first oil change. There was some metallic in there, which is not a concern because, the ring's got a seal and break in. So really a little bit of metallic, just meh, not concerning. So we're going to fill it up with the fluid that Tick recommends for the T56, which is Schaefer's 7590 gear lube, I think. That's 1 liter of the Schaefer's 7590, and then I do the Schaefer's ATF for the rest of it. I did get a little overzealous, and I've put a little too much in, so it actually drained a little bit out. I probably lost, a quarter to a half a liter by overfilling it because I was being impatient and an idiot. Not the end of the world, though. All right, cleaning out this drain pan is all that we're going to do. So with that, if you've stuck around this long, I'd like to thank you for viewing, and we'll see you in the next one.